Hello everyone, it's me Tico360 and welcome back to another video. Today's video I will be going through my process of building a small 00 scale diorama. Keep in mind this is not a part 2 of my original diorama layout video. This is a completely different project that I just decided to work on for a family friend. Well, time to get started. When building a layout, the first thing you need is inspiration, and to do that, I went to Google. After some incredibly thorough research, I settled on something similar to my first attempt at making a diorama. A simple base with a stretch of track going through it. I wasn't all that sure what I wanted the scenery to represent, but I just decided to go as I went. Well, after that, it was time to get all the materials necessary. At first, I considered using the old layout since it's incomplete, but after a while, I decided to just start from scratch. I found a piece of wood next to the dumpster and I thought it was perfect. It was actually the same size as the original baseboard I used for the original layout. So I took it and just cleaned it. I knew I wanted some sort of embankment, so I went to the dollar store and bought some styrofoam to make it. After I was happy with the shape, I glued it down, and it stayed like this for a few days until I could get the track. I used Walther's Code 100 Flex track, as it was cheaper than buying multiple sections of set track. After I decided where I wanted the track, I settled on it being on the edge of the embankment. Now it was time to clean up the edges. This was my first time using plaster cloth, so I was pretty proud of how it turned out. A recording of this process has been playing in the background and will for the rest of the video. After not too long, it had finished drying. I went and painted the whole thing brown to represent the dirt underlayer. After a week of not progressing due to school, I felt it was finally time to stick the track down. I laid a small layer of cork and then glued down the track. After that, I needed to ballast the track. This was going to be my second attempt at ballasting, so I wanted to get it right. I decided I was going to use Woodland Scenic's brown coarse ballast instead of the conventional medium gray ballast I see most modelers use. Mostly because I like the look of the brown better. I carefully laid down the ballast, making sure it was in the right spots, and sprayed the whole thing with water before applying a 50-50 glue and water mixture. At first, I was worried it would turn out all cracked and clumped like my first attempt, but after a few days of drying, it turned out perfectly fine in my opinion. Then it was time to add some grass. I got some dirt from outside to give it a realistic base to lay the grass on, and after that, I got some greenery to make up the bulk of the scenery. I used a bunch of Woodland Scenics products and stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. I spread fine foliage everywhere and letting it sit in the sun to dry. Then was the tricky part of making the fences stay put. I wanted to add a small cow pen for some variation. Now came the fun part of just adding random bushes and trees to the diorama. I wasn't sure why I wanted all this stuff to go, so I just kind of placed it wherever I thought it looked good. Trees with removable bases were added in order to allow ease of storage. And after a few cows were added, it was finally complete. And it turned out absolutely fantastic, especially for a second attempt. I wasn't really dead set on realism, mostly on just having it look decent. The person I gifted this to was happy with it anyway, so I think I did a pretty good job. And that's how I built this wonderful 00 scale diorama. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little showcase. It was really fun to build, and hopefully it could inspire you to have a go at building something like this yourself. If I can do it, then you definitely can too. Well anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in 2040. Have a great day.